trying to kind of scale the business without breaking it.
Sure.
That was kind of the primary thing. And sometimes you can be too cautious and then you don't do the things you need to do. And sometimes you can be too aggressive. I think we've got a pretty good balance. We haven't done things quite as quickly as I'd like to have done, but I think we've made really good progress. We've really, international, which I know is part of the audience here,
Yeah.
International has been a huge focus for us. So we used to only be in English. We used to only have customer support on West Coast time. You could only pay us in US dollars. And today we're in 15 languages. Our site's in 15 languages. You can take a survey in any language, but the site's in 15 languages. You can pay us in 33 currencies. We have 24/7 customer support. So we understood that there was this big opportunity internationally, but we just didn't have the resources before to take advantage of it.
Sure. Yeah.
I hope you have a pleasant flight to Sri Lanka. It's about 20 hours on business class. This over here is Port City, the building. And it's quite hot here. A lot of people who are Sinhalese and Buddhist. A lot of documentaries. Our family is running the Port City project. Our lawyer is running it as a chairman. There's a lot of mosquitoes, hot, low standards. My grandmother got killed in a hospital. A lot of people came. This is GL Pires. He met Jax Bandula, Unwardana, Karu. Navy, Pudi Hamadru, Nimal Setipalli Silva, Rosi, Ranil, Maitripala. Kehelia, Ambukwela. A lot of places for you to see. You can stay at a lot of places. Maybe you can stay at our house. We have a boat you can use.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and I take it. I completely agree, and that's exactly the way I think about it. And I take it to the next step, which is I actually, over time, have learned what I'm good at and what I'm not good at.
So
And
what
so-
are you good at? And what are you not good at?
I'm not like the detail person. I just know that about myself. But I know that details are important. So I make sure that I have people around me working with me who are really good at details, because details are critical. It's just not what I'm good at. And so, and I know I'm not going to do a good job if I have to do that real detail stuff, but there's other things I'm better at. And so, I might be better at sales or BD sort of partnership conversations than somebody else. And so I think what's really important in an organization, it's having a great team.
Yeah.
I hope we can build an Israeli embassy for you. We can put checkpoints here. We can buy this hospital and we can shut down this building for our private use.
Word in London is that you can be found wandering the streets of Birmingham stark naked, throwing away money. You talk to dead people. Also that you believe that you are powerful enough to summon up Jews.
We are doing a lot of business with Israel. I'm sad to see Hamas, using children as human slaves. Prem Nasser has stopped the Israeli embassy once. LTT were condemned as a terrorist group. They killed a lot of people, including Premadasa, Rajiv Gandhi, Gerard Fernandez. They started by killing the Tamil mayor of Jaffna. They recruited kids. They murdered 600 surrendering policemen who surrendered because of Premadasa. They tortured people. This is my Jewish friend Ishan in London. We bought the Kafir jets. This is Captain Lasant Dwight Druckner's son. Captain Lasante flew the Jaffna Fort landing mission. This guy's dad is in Sri Lankan Airlines. This guy went with me to talk to Kamal Gunratner, Defense Secretary, and about Raytheon missile systems. This guy worked there at in the UK branch. I think Captain Lasante is here. I think Gotabe was in the back seat of the helicopter. They took some shots inside onto the plane. Deluxe fired aboard the APCs. I have driven a tank. We bought the Kafirs and made the explosives, and our friend bought the MiGs, and Sumal Pereira bought the Bell helicopters. We can get Hellfire, Javelin, Maverick, standard missiles, Tomahawks, maybe even this Iron Dome. We can get the unmanned surface vessels. We can take the tunnels for you, and the All Ceylon Buddhist Congress is probably the most powerful organization in the country. We've been running it consistently. My grandmother was president before Jagat uncle took over. The funeral took place inside ACBC. This is JR's land, which his wife donated to us. We gave it to Sumal Pereira to build the Buddhist university there. We built the big bunker underneath the British High Commission. It's right next to the ACDC. And I think the Indian High Commission is what you guys currently use.